there's a lot of good episodes, you know? A lot of good ones. Like, because I hadn't watched the show since 2020, is when I believe it ended in 2020. And I remember loving the show. It's good, right? And then you get to the penultimate episode, okay, of season 15, and you're like, wow, that was really good. I believe I'm rewatching the show, actually, right now, okay? Well, I was wrong. Welcome back, my dear viewers, welcome back to Review Rant. Yeah, I guess we're gonna finish a continuation, really, part 2, I guess you could say, of Supernatural. Now, you might have saw, about a few months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I made a, Supernatural review. And at the time, I said that, from what I remembered, because I think I was at, like, season 11 or 12, I believe it was 11, I said that, as far as I remember, the series was amazing, it was great, it was fantastic.
I like you, man. You lie a lot.
It was just the final episode of season 15 that I did not like. I was lying, apparently. Well, I wasn't lying, I just forgot how bad it was. Because, man, does this show just go off the rails. Now, I don't want to just hate on the series, because I could go into it for about like 30, 40, 50 minutes on just everything I hate about this. But I do want to say that at least the characters are still the same, somewhat. Dean, Cass, and Sam, all the same. They're really good. The only thing that I have a huge, and I mean huge problem with, because the more and more I watch the show, every season continues, it gets worse. And I hate to say that, because I'm a huge fan. You guys know I'm a great, big fan of Supernatural. I hated getting through season 15 was awful. Like, it was awful. Whoever wrote season 15 should get fired. I want you to think about yourselves. What you wrote. What you thought everyone would enjoy and like. You know, in my mind, it was funny when I was watching this. I was like, thinking, I haven't watched this again since like 2020 when it ended. And I'm watching this, I'm like, I'm starting to realize what Game of Thrones fans felt, you know, for season 8, I believe it was. Yeah. Because it's awful. Like, it's really terrible. The screenwriters, whoever wrote this, had 0 IQ. So they thought, before I get into it, spoilers, beware. They thought, hey, you know what? You know what season 15 can just... You know what it deserves? You know what the fans deserve? Getting Dean killed off.
I'm fading pretty quick. So, there's a few things that I need you to hear. Come here. Yeah, there he is. I'm so proud of you, Sam. Do you know that? I've always looked up to you.
What the fuck is this?
By a wall spike. So, getting possessed by demons, Michael, having his brother die, him going to hell, everything happening to him, getting punched by God, getting punched by angels, dying about a half a dozen times. Just, you know, hey, yeah, guess what? Wall spike, you're dead.
He's dead, and then you find it.
It is terrible. Like, to watch all these seasons and just to get to just the worst thing. But I've already mentioned this for my part 1, I guess we could call it, 3 months ago. I'm not going to be talking about the last episode. I'm going to be talking about the whole entire series. I don't know what season it was that I definitely said, this is awful. Season 11 was when the one I was watching about 3 months ago when I said, it's still good. So I imagine it was probably season 12 or season 13. Once those seasons hit, it was awful. Whoever was writing it just couldn't help themselves with how terrible it was. And no, I'm not going to be going into, like, stupid things. Some of the episodes were just right. They were downright fillers. Like, nothing's happening in them. And then everything is just the same at that point. Like, literally, just Sam and Dean fight about every single episode. They argue, bicker at each other. It's every episode. It gets annoying at some points. You have garbage, and I mean garbage characters at some point. This show has some of the worst characters I have ever seen. Here are some on screen right now. Here you go. Little montage. Awful characters. I hate every single one of them. They contribute nothing, they're annoying, and they just think they're better than everybody else. Some are worse than others. Some are okay. I didn't entirely hate Billy. I thought Billy was an interesting character. Like, the new Death. She was not better than the Death guy, but she was alright. She was one of the very few that I was actually like, her character doesn't change, but she's still not awful. Unlike some other characters who just never change at all. Story goes nowhere. Like, God just shows up and, you know, apparently they're in a story now, and they're trying to be meta, you know? They're trying to act like, hey, we're hip, we're so, you know, new to this. No. It just comes off as weird. Like, we know they're in a show. We've already established that in the previous episodes. Like, what are they doing? And then you have Amara turning good or something, and she's joining Chuck and all this. I will say that I like the Amara actress. I also like the one who plays God / Chuck. They did a good job. Some other highlights are Lucifer. I still enjoy Lucifer. He is one of my favorite characters. He is funny and charming in some weird way.
Come on, Sam, pay attention to me, I'm bored.
But other characters, again, as I say, are just annoying and don't really do anything besides bigger, complain, and subvert our characters. And sometimes you have these, like 5'1", 5'2", maybe 5'3" people taking on Sam and Dean, who are like over 6 foot. I thought that was stupid at times. You have like these small characters taking on Sam and Dean, and even Cass. Like, imagine Cass, which I love Castiel. He's one of my favorite characters. I have a little pop of him right here. Really cool. What happened to, like, when Cass first showed up? When Cass first showed up, he could have soloed, like, everybody in the series now. But I don't know what they did to Castiel. Like, he was big, man. He was, like the big guy. Whenever you needed something, he was there. And then he's just, like, there, you know? Some weird episodes just happen, and he's just, like, not doing his thing. Like, I remember when Castiel went around killing angels and demons. You remember that? And then he's just, like, struggling to take on, like, the empty and stuff. Like, where was the younger Cass? He could have, like, at least put up more of a fight. And speaking on Castiel, his death.
Why does this sound like a goodbye?
Because it is.
No. Wait. Wait.
Yes. I already told you about this. What I said last time, my part 1 review, I said that Castiel died like 5 or so episodes before. I was wrong. I just finished the series today, actually. I finished the remaining episodes. Man, is it a chore to get through this series, by the way. So, Cass is also just, he's talking with Dean. And I like the moment, but they do this stupid thing where they bring back characters like out of nowhere. Like they bring back every single character and then they kill them off, but then they come back, then they die, come back again, and so on and so forth. That after a while, it seems like, okay, so Castiel just died. When's he gonna show back up? And then he doesn't show back up. And then you're like, wow, is he really dead? So, like, they did the same thing with Bobby, which the new Bobby, which I love Bobby, but fake Bobby and fake Charlie and all these other people from another dimension are awful. They're not the same. They're not special. They're just fake versions of what we already know. They're bad, and they'll stay bad, along with everything else, really. So, after Cass dies, then they just fight God. So, they killed Death in that episode. This is the second to last episode, which, this whole series, just getting down with all these different characters, they serve nothing. They don't do anything. They don't even come back. I cannot tell you how many episodes I either wanted to fall asleep or wanted to skip. They are awful. Whoever wrote season 15, why? I saw a petition, and I think I saw a petition. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was like, redo Supernatural season 15. And I want to sign that because it's an abomination. Season 15 is awful. It's garbage. I cannot think of anything redeeming. So Jack dies about 100 times. Jack comes back, and then he kills God, becomes the new God, and then just leaves Dean. And then that leads into the last episode, Carry On, which is one of the worst episodes in television history. I'd go as far to say that. Yes, it is awful. How have we had Dean just, do his thing and he dies? From what I remember, because I was, no lie, literally falling asleep during the episode. It was awful. It was garbage. I believe it was a wall swipe that he fell into. So, let's get this straight. So in the last episode, he took punches from God and was still somehow able to smile next to Sam. Gets stabbed by a wall spike and by like these vampire creatures. And then Sam has to grow old and think about how he could never have saved his brother. Why? It's awful. Everything that they've been through, everything they've done, everybody who they've lost, everything that has happened to them has been for nothing. So you're telling me that Jack, this new God, basically, can't bring back Dean? Can't bring back Cass? Can't destroy the Empty? No. Just lets it happen. He's just like, he just pisses right off. He's like, hey, I'm God now. Bye. Do you see what I mean? There's so many unanswered questions. What happened to Chuck? Yeah, he doesn't have his powers anymore. He's just lying there. But what's he gonna do? Like, is he not gonna try to come back? Everything, apparently, also, they wasted Lucifer when he came back, for like 5 minutes, I swear to God. I don't know the exact time, but it literally seemed, he came in there, brought back a Grim Reaper who then turned into the new Death, then killed her, then grabbed the book, and then he died by Michael, which then, guess what, in the same episode, Michael also gets killed. This show, especially the last episode, in my review, my part 1, I said that the penultimate episode was the best episode. No. When I was watching penultimate episode, I was thinking in my head, I was like, wow, oh my God, I was praising that, and now I'm watching it just crumble. It's pretty sad. It's pretty bad. I felt myself very bored. Also, just logical errors, things that you'd think, hey, shouldn't they be able to solve this? No, just nothing makes sense. It's awful, and especially season 14 was pretty bad too. Season 14 was pretty god awful too. I don't know if I think it's better or worse. It's about on par with season 15. Season 13 was okay. Still leaning on towards the bad side. Season 12, as far as I remember, it was fun, and season 11 was fine. But I just wanted to make this video because I was still watching Supernatural. I've now officially finished, which is awesome. But I just wanted to say that I just want to make a part 2 and say how I was wrong and how I wanted to correct myself, because I did not enjoy the latter half of the series. After season 11, it just goes downhill, and you just need to stop watching it. They make stupid cliffhangers, stupid things that happen, stupid characters that die, or that just nothing happens. Okay, it's not worth your time to watch 20 plus episodes of something that doesn't even care. So don't give it the time of day. Don't watch it. Yeah, that's really what I gotta talk about today. It's awful. Nothing else. Nothing else. I need to collect my mind because of all the stupidity that happened in my head right now. So, while I go try to figure out everything that's going on, I'm gonna leave you off with this video. Till then, guys, peace.